Well, the Tennessee Titans are officially, by the records, the worst team in the NFL. And it's only fitting that the worst team in the NFL would play ridiculously bad against the Indianapolis Colts. Is there any positives? Where do we go from here? Let's talk about it next on Titan Upload. Shout out to our sponsors of today's video, Recovery Unplugged. More about them later, and yes, we might need them. So the Tennessee Titans started off pretty well, I think. They gave the ball up to the Colts to start the game. Colts marched down the field, hold them to a field goal. Titans get the ball. Unfortunately, then it just kind of derailed from there. We saw a couple of key plays here or there, but nothing outstanding. The Indianapolis Colts end up getting the ball back and then march down the field and then get a touchdown. Now they're up 10-0. We were able to muster a field goal, although it did look pretty close on Tajay Spears' 41-yard run that he might have got in the end zone. It wasn't challenged. Looked like he was out of bounds, but some people were telling me maybe he wasn't out of bounds. Comment below. Let me know where us Titan fans should go from here. The one thing you can hold your hat on when you're bad is there's always next year. There's next year, right? Hey, go through your lumps now, because in 2 or 3 years, you'll be the one delivering the lump. Hear it all the time. But when it comes with this team, there's a couple issues that I have. Number one, there's literally nobody you can trade on this team. You can argue that, hey, Adam Schefter could come out and say, hey, we're not going to trade Jeffrey Simmons and we're not going to trade Cam Ward. But I have to think, what? Who's going to give up anything for Cam Ward at this point other than maybe something late in the draft? And you would be foolish to do that. I mean, you might as be good as gone as it begins with Borgonzi and Brinker. That Adam Schefter tweet that came out yesterday, that's ridiculous, dumb, and stupid. But the only one you can focus on is Jeffrey Simmons. Yeah, they'll tell you can trade Roger McCreary, but let's be honest. I watched this game today. Roger McCreary ain't going to get you any more than, what, a 6th-round pick, and you'll probably have to give up a 7th-round pick and McCreary to get that 6th-round pick. And I don't even know if he got a 7th-round pick. So you probably can't even do that. The bottom line is the Titans have nothing worth of value. There's a couple guys that I'm excited about. It's still debatable. I know from your point of view, watching from home, whether you agree or not on what the direction looks like with Cam Ward. He did throw for 256, threw for a touchdown, threw another pick, was sacked 4 times. Maybe a couple were on him, ran a little bit, so showed a little bit of growth there. But again, Io Manor dropped a couple passes. Gunnar Helm dropped a touchdown. We are at the point where it is what it is. Offensive line, they are what they are. Tajay Spears, although, looked good. Really nobody worth value. And can Armour Davis, or whoever the heck that guy is, we brought in from the Ravens, can that guy just fly away? Can he go back to Baltimore? Because they picked on him when the game was close an awful lot, and Pittman destroyed him. And I get it. You know, it is what it is. But remember, somebody thought it was a good idea to trade Brownlee away for nothing for the Jets. And, oh no, by the way, shout out and applause to the New York Football Jets and the Jets, Jets, and more Jets. They actually came back and won a thriller against the Bengals. Shame on the Bengals and that stupid social media post that they had with the guys in the plane. At the end of the day, they deserve that loss. So shout out to the Jets. And that catapulted us back in the #1 running for the NFL draft. So I guess there's that. Infuriates me as a Titans fan and depresses me and makes me sad and emotional. And I try to be excited about every game. And I was pumped to see Kinsey play today. I was pumped to see Prochet play, but they didn't give them any chance on offense. So that was whatever. Van Jefferson had 8 targets, 1 catch. I know it wasn't all his fault. Io Manor had 4 catches off 8 targets. But DK, Jim-Ray DK, I tell you what, that has been a bright spot. Every day that goes by that I watch that guy play, I'm more and more impressed. But can he be a #1 wide receiver? He shouldn't have to be. He shouldn't have to be. He should be able to be used in a variety of spots. Electric. And again, Io Manor's kind of in that. He's okay. I mean, again, he had a couple drops, and flat out as a Titans fan watching these games live every week, kind of tired of the excuses of, like, I don't know who to blame. It's either the coach, the quarterback, Io Manor, and I don't know what more I can do as a fan, because when I go to blame Io Manor, it's, oh, well, Cam Ward threw the ball too hard. And when Cam Ward doesn't throw the ball too hard and gets picked off, then who do I blame? And I think the rule is if you have the ball and it's not like necessarily right next to you on a screen and they throw you the ball and it goes in your hands and out of your hands, I'm going to put that on you. They just don't have that true #1, and I get it. Ridley's been hurt, so there's that. What are we doing for most of this football game. The most pivotal play that gets me so fired up, and I'm still worked up about it, it's not the interception. It's not losing 38-14 to a good Colts team who was a 15-point favorites going in. It's you get the ball out of halftime and you march the field into Colts territory. You're at the 41-yard line. It's 3rd and 3. Not happy with the play call, but I get it. If it works, everybody's excited. If it doesn't work, and it is what it is. But here's the deal. On 4th and 3, you don't even have a discussion. No. You just go ahead and yep, we're going to punt it. Your defense is a train wreck. Jonathan Taylor, he had 150 yards. If they would have gave him the Derrick Henry treatment, he would have went for over 300 yards, and he could have possibly broke the rushing record because, again, when you look at it, he averaged almost 17 yards a carry. He has an 80-yard touchdown, and they gave him 12 carries in the whole game. That's all they mustered with him, 12. They said Daniel Jones can throw it against you, and he did for the most part. That's how bad it is. That when your team and your defense is giving you that, and you have it 4th and 3 to make a play, and you are an interim head coach trying to make a statement, you don't discuss, you just kick it. And the very next play, they go 80 yards for a touchdown and pretty much ball spike, game over?
Maybe 8 or 9 days sober, still kind of detoxing a little bit. And I just start singing it, man. And something just comes over me. And we get to the chorus part when I did that pause. So come on, everybody. The moment where I had that spiritual awakening, that spiritual experience. And I knew in that very moment, this was what I was supposed to do in my life. So come on, everybody. So come on, everybody. So come on, everybody. Just lean on me.
So again, the Titans fall 38-14, and me as a fan, I don't know what to do. Next week, I guess we just play the Chargers at home and we see what Nissan Stadium's going to look like. From what I've heard from last week, and shout out to Titans Idiot, because that guy's amazing. His shirt sales going off the roof with We Blank. And he even made a family version of it where it's we and a donkey and it shows the donkeys behind. But they're not allowed to wear them in the stadium. But again, Cam Ward's the one that said it. So what is it? And that's the thing where I'm at. Because again, we go over this week after week after week after week. You got a new stadium coming in, and you are flat out, there's no positive direction with this team. And I don't know what head coach is going to fix it. Although I want a head coach who can actually improve on player development, because I feel like that's been out the window. What is there to get excited for as a Titans fan? It's that bad. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts on the game. Let me know your thoughts on Cam Ward. Let me know your thoughts on what we do with the defense. I think the number one move we make on Monday is we just send, Armour Davis back to Baltimore and let Baltimore deal with it, although they already did deal with it by releasing him, and then we picked him up, and that didn't solve anything. Again, Sweat, he had another sack. I guess that's a positive thing. He had a sack last week, had another sack this week. The Titans had 3 sacks on the day. That's decent. And they only gave up, was it 4 sacks or 5 sacks? I kind of lost track. I think we're at 35-36 at this point. I think we all agree, this coaching staff and Mike McCoy, even though he's got a fighter's chance to get the job, for them to hit lightning in the bottle by the time he ends this thing, it's not off to a great start, and it doesn't look any different whatsoever. There were a couple neat wrinkles and play designs where, again, Tajay Spears had the 41-yard play. That was a very nice play call. There was a couple others that I just flat out have mush right now in my mind. I can't think of it. But again, where I get frustrated is we have nobody to trade, which tells me we're in bad shape, everybody. And the other thing that's frustrating is I don't really know, other than a few guys that I can count on this hand, that I'm excited about for next year. And I guess that really stinks, because when you're bad and you stink, look at the Giants. You look at the Giants, there's a bunch of pieces you could be excited for next year. You look at the Jets. I don't know. The Jets are probably going to be excited about Brownlee at least next year. So there's that. But some of these bad teams, they have people they're somewhat excited for. And then we look at the Titans and we're like, huh? So again, leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Again, Titans fall 38-14 to the Indianapolis Colts. And by the way, is there a reason why we needed to play our starters all the way to 2 minutes in the game, both on offense and defense, being down 38-7 at that point? Thanks to Recovery Unplugged for sponsoring this video. Until next time, take care and tighten up, everybody.